What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
We're back for round 4. Hold on, ready?
I'm ready.
I hate it.
No, that doesn't bother me. Remember
Oh, it's
Don't. that shit right there. And episode.
and episode. I needed this. I need this.
I get it, man. I've got me a little Mountain Dew over here too. I get it. It's been a week and it's only Tuesday, right? No, it's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hey, I'm right there with you.
it is Wednesday, my dudes.
I have lost track of all sense of time, and it sucks. But how you been? How's work week been?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
Same stuff. Just constantly busy with bow season in full swing.
Yeah, because we're 2 weeks into bow season now.
Mm-hmm.
Any good stories yet?
Nothing major. I know he didn't work till way after you had left. Kid that worked up there with us for a couple of years named TJ, he tagged out on a absolute giant on opening day. First ever bow kill. Like, do you know how, I hope he knows how high he's set the bar for himself shooting a giant on opening day.
Was it his first ever deer?
No, he's taken plenty of deer, but his first bow kill was
First bow kill.
yeah,
And it was a giant.
just a monster.
On opening day.
Like, the only way to complete the trifecta would be if it was public land. But I know that he's got private land he can hunt.
Yeah, that kind of sets you up for a rough future, in my
Right.
opinion.
Yeah, he might as well just go start putting in for elk tags out west.
Well, it's like our good buddy Cam, who's, he's a very successful hunter. And dude has shot giants. And I was constantly chasing that one up. Mm-hmm. Which, I get it. But, yeah. Well, good for him. That's good.
Yeah. Good job,
good.
TJ.
Yeah. TJ, if you're listening, good job. I don't know who you are, but congratulations.
Now, let's see. No really big stories.
Yeah.
No major mishaps in the shop or having to fix other people's major mishaps.
No bows exploding or anything.
I mean, not under our watch. Like,
That's good.
Like, people bring us their exploded bows.
Yeah, and then you have to fix them.
Yeah.
You have a fun job.
I do.
I think it'd be enjoyable to do.
It is fun.
I know nothing about it.
It's never the same thing twice. Like, I mean, yes, it is, but it's not really something you can set a routine to. It's like,
Yeah.
I may do all crossbow fixes one day. I may sell nothing but kids' bows the next day. And
Speaking
kinda
of
mix it up.
crossbows, dude, that's going to be my season.
We just got more of those ones you had me send pictures of.
Did you?
Yep. Because we sold out of them. I lied to
And
you.
they got the crank on them?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the deal. I'm trying to decide, I don't know if I'd ever use one again. So is it worth buying one?
Well, what if your daughter wants to go out and use a crossbow? Then you have one.
That's true. That is true. I'm also... It's kind of funny that you brought that up. Because I was thinking about this. Who was I talking to about this? I'm not going to not keep her from hunting. But I'm definitely going to let her ease into that, on her own accord. Mm-hmm. And not that there's anything against, getting your kids going early on in that. I've seen how tender of a soul she is when it comes to animals.
Yeah.
And how every stuffy we pick out is some sort of, bunny rabbit or animal or a deer.
Mm-hmm.
And so at some point they have to be exposed to stuff and
Right.
face reality.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how early on I want to. I just don't want to push her into it.
Right.
Yeah, and sometimes I don't want her to know that Daddy kills deer because she loves deer.
Yeah, I get that.
So we'll see. I mean, maybe one day she'll go out with me. There's also not going to be any pressure.
Right.
So.
Well, I mean, it's just like any other activity. Don't let the kids decide if they're interested in it on their own. Don't just push them into it because you like it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Agreed very much.
So.
But yeah, so shoulder surgery on the 19th is what it's going to be.
Damn.
And I'm going to be laid up for a little while, which sucks. So we might actually try to go out this weekend. We'll see if that happens, but I don't know Like I'll use a crossbow.
Right.
I don't know if it will happen, but it'd be cool if it did.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
Yeah. We finally got all the cameras fixed up there. Like one of mine was dead, and one of I think like Matt's home camera was messed up, so he had to go up there and fix it.
Oh, like it wasn't.
And he just got back from Alaska though, so
Right.
and then none of us went up there to to take care of it.
You know he's got plenty of stories now. Did he tag out up there?
No,
No?
they didn't. They didn't, which
Damn.
like it sucks because I definitely feel. I feel like when it comes to a guide, there's got to be so much pressure
Mm-hmm.
to tag your clients out, especially if they are spending thousands upon thousands of dollars to get to you and then to hunt with you.
Right.
Oh,
Right into the mic.
right. I'm having a rough one right now.
No, you're,
Yikes.
you're good.
But at the same time, it's like you're trying to monetize something natural.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're doing it in like an open area, like a not enclosed game farm, you know, I mean, you just
I mean, you got
hopefully you're in Mother Nature's graces that day or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and I can imagine clients sometimes wouldn't see it that way.
No, they're going to see it as all. I mean, just based off of my perspective and my view of how the general public sees stuff like that, it's I paid you all this money. Where's my bear? Where's my caribou? Whatever that
Yeah.
I paid you this crazy amount of money to come up here and do.
Yeah.
So that's a good point. You know, you're also in Mother Nature's mercy just as much as the guide is.
Yeah. Because at one point, or not at one point, at some point, it just turns into an extremely expensive sightseeing trip.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Which, if you've never been to, Alaska or
Yeah.
wherever, that's still cool.
Yeah.
But, the novelty, I'm sure, probably wore off quick.
Yeah. But he said that they have booked for another trip 2 years from now to try to go get it done in 2 years. So,
Did they have to book 2 years out just because the guide was so, like
don't
booked
know.
that far in advance, you think?
I don't know. I didn't ask him that. That would have been a good question. I'll ask him when he comes on the show.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Let's make that happen.
Yeah. He did say he has a ton of stories, though, which, I mean, I think we talked about one of them last episode, didn't we? The whole walking to the beach by himself. What the
3
hell?
miles down the beach in the dark in bear country.
What?
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
No
I guess
thanks.
he didn't really have an option, but hey.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But,
But, I mean, I guess if you got to do it, you got to do it.
right.
My phone is exploding from work. They need to chill. I'm off right now. I actually took tonight off, dude.
Nice.
I can't sleep. Like, my shoulder keeps bothering me. I think I've slept probably 6 or 7 hours in the past 48.
That's probably...
Actually, probably less than that, because I don't ever hardly sleep when I have Regan for some reason. Yeah. So, yeah, it just sucks. Doctor didn't prescribe any pain meds. I probably wouldn't take them anyways.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm doing all the talking. You talk about something.
Okay. Dude, did you see the double homicide in Colorado this weekend?
Straight out of left field, starting with that. We're getting dark right off the bat.
Yeah. Double
No,
homicide.
I
You
have
didn't
not.
see Colorado get stomped
Oh.
twice.
Oh my God. Okay.
And then on Sunday,
like it.
Tua put 70 points on the board.
Talking
The
football.
highest scoring game in what, like 60 some odd years?
I don't know, bro. But I have a lot of Tua rookie cards.
After
Because,
they-
I've been getting into that hobby. And they about to go on eBay.
that's
Yeah. Dude,
it ain't right, they are.
yeah. I mean, it was just, at some point, and I'm sure every sports show has talked about this, but, like, there's the have you heard of, like, the unheard of or unsaid mercy rule in basketball? Like, if you are just crushing a team, you don't do anything, like, fancy. like,
Right.
in their face. And like the first time I heard about this, and I can't remember the team, can't remember what it is, but like it was just a blowout. They were just crushing them, and one of the players bounces it off the backboard and just like one hand slams it into
Like
the
big
into
windmill,
the,
just
yeah.
Jordan style.
And the coach, and they're like they said, they're crushing the team.
Mm-hmm.
This is NBA, and this whole team is like, instead of being like, yeah, they're like, oh shit, kind of like shocked that he did it.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure he was like a new recruit, and the coach pulled him off to the side and was like, hey, we don't do that shit. Like, no, we don't show off like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember I was talking to a couple people and hearing it that like, at what point is there a mercy rule or like an unsaid mercy rule in football? And then you dive into the fact that it was like, you could have had the whole third string in there or whatever, like their practice squad in there, and Denver couldn't have gotten the job.
Couldn't have touched him.
We're just running up the middle, with like nobody touching them. So
Yeah, ridiculous.
at what point do you just stop on the field and be like, hey, tackle me?
I don't know.
You're gonna take it to the house every time. Crazy.
I don't know. Well, and this is something I don't know about the NFL, but I remember in high school when we were playing, if you got up 35 points or more in the first quarter, you went into turbo clock, where like the clock literally does not stop running.
Oh, really?
Like, unless you call a timeout, and even then it's like a 30-second is all
Wow.
you get. Or like a real short timeout.
That's hilarious. I did not know that.
Well, I mean, you went to school over here in Liberty. You guys never scored that much on anybody.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Whatever. Freaking Carney Bulldog.
Uh-huh.
I was
But
gonna
no,
try to talk trash on your mascot, but I can't because your mascot was way cooler than ours.
Well, yeah, because you were, what, the Blue Jays?
The Blue Jays.
I mean, no, that's not even Missouri State bird. That's just some random bird.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Huh?
Missouri State bird.
What about it?
Eastern bluebird, not a blue jay. So yeah, you guys were just some random silly colored bird.
What state does have the Blue Jay?
Toronto.
We're gonna find out. Google knows all. Dude,
Pull out the Google machine.
what's that?
Pull out the Google machine.
I am. What state is the Blue Jay? In other NFL news, which I know everybody has heard about this,
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm gonna say?
Yep.
Yeah.
Old T-Kels.
T. Kelce and T. Swift. What do you think about it?
Good for both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're both pretty attractive people. Both successful in what they do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we all, I think, know based off her album history, Taylor Swift's dating history is not probably ideal.
I know everybody said it, and I know. Oh. Sorry, backtracking to the Blue Jay. Both Missouri and New York chose the eastern bluebird as their state bird.
See, but that's not a blue jay.
But, well, I mean, is it though?
No, because the blue jay's got the mohawk,
Is that?
and the eastern bluebird is round with like a blue back and wings, and he's got a red belly.
Is a bluebird and blue jay the same thing?
They are not.
Bluebirds are from the thrush family, whereas blue jays are from the corvids family. Oh,
So
interesting.
bluebirds are related to robins, and what did you say the blue jay is? A corvid?
Yes.
So they're related to crows.
Blue. Oh,
I know.
you are smart.
I have a lot of useless shit trapped up here, dude.
Hey, that's a good way to like get some free beer at bars.
It's true.
Bluebirds are smaller and less aggressive than blue jays, and there are differences in their plumage, size, range, and habitat, diet, and behavior. Huh. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Bluebird.
And
Any
now
of the three
we know.
species of North American genus Cialia.
Cialis?
Jesus Christ. That's why it's a blue fucking pill. That's why is Cialis blue, or is it just
Yeah.
Viagra?
Nah, I don't know.
I don't know why I asked you that like you would know. I mean, maybe you did know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways, the nation's talking about it. Nobody cares about the bluebird.
Right.
But what they do care about is T. Swift and T. Kelce. Killa Trav and the maiden herself. Think it's gonna last? You think it's all a ploy? Here's what. You tell me what you think, and I'm gonna take us down a rabbit hole.
Honestly, I don't know. Maybe it'll go somewhere. Maybe it won't.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be an interesting choice of long-term relationship / marriage for Taylor Swift, given the other superstars that she's dated in the past.
Who has she dated in the past? I don't hardly know anything about T Swift.
The most recent one I know is Joe Jonas. So like
She
another
dated Joe Jonas.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or one of the Jonas brothers, like I don't know. But like musician to sports player, I don't know. Might be looking for something different there.
yeah.
Could be a different personality type from one form of superstar to another.
Yeah.
I
mean,
know.
and I could imagine she'd just be around different people in general. You know,
Yeah.
like a different atmosphere.
Well, hell, she was
Something
hanging out
she's
with
probably not
Mama
used to.
Kelce the other day in the suite. Did you see that?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Like, I don't know. Maybe it is just a for clout thing. Maybe.
Talk about a woman that just bred pure talent.
Oh, I know.
Just pure
Jason and Travis
American
both.
fucking talent. Just that's some good genes. You gotta take that.
No, it's just reminded me about my doctor's appointments.
I think for me, when I heard about all of it, like, wasn't surprised that Kelce shot his shot, but was like surprised at the same time. Just because he was dating that model. I can't remember her name. Very attractive, and not that Taylor Swift's not, but it just seemed like a kind of like odd, like out of the blue.
A weird timing type
Also,
thing.
so here's the rabbit hole.
Uh oh.
Because I have a conspiracy theorist mind, I'm like, there's been a lot of like hate towards the NFL with some of their antics. Now that was a few years ago.
Right.
I think people have come back from that. I still enjoy watching the NFL. I'm like, she has such a huge fan base.
Are they trying to get numbers back on?
Was it a goal to get more people to enjoy or like watch or be involved in the NFL and watch football? Because Travis's like Chiefs ticket sales have gone through the roof. Travis's memorabilia has gone through the roof. Buddy, I'm falling apart over here. I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. I'll try and fill the space here if you need a minute.
No, you're good. I was at the card shop today and just talking with the guys, and Travis Kelce's rookie cards have gone up like over double, like over 50%.
I believe it.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. So part of me is like, is that what it is? Was it like, hey, Travis, I'm gonna slide you a cool like 10 mil. I'm gonna need you to shoot your shot. Hey, T Swift, slide you a cool 10 mil. I need you to talk to my boy for a little bit. She doesn't need 10 million.
No,
but
clearly not. She's selling out arenas.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
She sold out Arrowhead earlier this year, and that was,
Well, like twice. Did she do 2 shows?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, but she sold out like all sorts of like football stadiums,
Yeah.
arenas all over. Like she clearly doesn't need the money.
Clearly not. But also, who wouldn't want just like $10 million?
Yeah, I mean,
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? That's
maybe it is just
that's
an
where-
organic thing.
That's where or it could be what it is. It could be what it is at its purest form.
Right.
I'm just being a jackass,
Well, I mean,
which I would probably take the over under on me being a jackass. So, yeah.
I'm not a betting man, but I'd take that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting, though. It's interesting to see.
It is. It's cool. I saw that picture of them cruising up 169 going towards Briarcliff in his old drop top Cutlass.
That's sweet.
Like, such a cool old car.
Have you heard of Prime Social?
Mm-mm.
Did you hear about this? Like that after the game, the post game, like, party or whatever? Like, they went to Prime Social and had it's like a bar restaurant downtown. And we can actually work security for it, which is pretty cool. I've never done it, but it's apparently a pretty neat spot. And you can rent out the top floor. He rented out the top floor, and then I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but like apparently bought out everybody's meals and just like rented the whole place out
Just balled out.
for the night, which is pretty dope.
Fuck it. You got that kind of money. Fuck it, we ball.
Do it, especially
Let's
after
go.
a win like that.
Right.
They finally look like the Chiefs.
Right.
Did they
For
not?
the first time this season.
Rough.
First couple games have been not fun to watch.
Like we're clicking. He had his main target. You know, Mahomes has his main target back, his main guy,
True.
which is nice. He's
Yeah.
got talent, young talent.
And I think that's probably part of what the problem was. We do have a pretty young team this year.
I wish
I just think
Kadarius
they-
would quit getting hurt.
Yeah, that ain't no
I just
joke.
saw that he went like back into questionable. Or
Mm-hmm.
I like Kadarius.
But he needs to get his shit together.
I'll never not be a fan of Kadarius. He's gangster.
He's
Gotta
bad.
be a little gangster.
He's a bad motherfucker.
He's wild. Oh, anyways,
Yeah, definitely look good to see us. I mean, back to somewhat of our usual form.
yeah, dude, we were just getting the ball downfield, moving and grooving, cruising into the end zone. I had Mahomes and T. Kells as starters in one of my leagues, and they were just blowing it out of the water for me, which is great. I wish we didn't go up on them so high in points
Mm-hmm.
because they took them out. I
Right.
knew Mahomes was coming out after he had that little ankle
The ankle roll.
that scare.
Mhm.
Where everybody's heart stopped and buttholes puckered.
Oh, yeah. You could hear the entire collective Kansas City
Just-
area just...
The whole world went silent. So I knew that at some point, if we got up high enough, they were going to pull him out.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish I would have left Kelce in there. Keep earning me points.
Yeah.
Total greed standpoint. I just wanted to win that. I think I'm 0-3 in that league.
Meh.
I think I've given up hope.
This is why I don't... Shit. I'm kicking the table over here.
Breaking stuff.
That's why I don't do fantasy leagues. It's just meh.
They're fun. They're fun when you're winning.
Exactly.
But
Are you going to be okay?
I don't know. I don't know, man. We'll see.
Are any of us going to be okay?
No.
Wow, we really
2023.
here?
Here. Speaking of Travis Kelce,
Oh, boy.
yeah, you see him repping Pfizer now.
What?
Have you seen this?
No.
The commercials for I can get 2 for 1. It's going to Walgreens and you get your flu shot and your booster shot, your COVID shot.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, dude.
I mean,
You want to get into it?
no.
COVID? Want to?
No.
You sure?
Let's not.
Good.
Let's not, though.
Might be fun.
Could be. But let's not.
I'll ask this.
What's up?
Did you get the shots?
I did. Now I'm going to tell you why. I got mine before I had 400 fucking people at my wedding.
Yeah.
Some
That's
of
fair.
it-
No, it's nothing against you. I wouldn't gonna call you dumb for doing it. I was just curious because anytime this gets brought up, are you vaccinated? That's the only question.
Yeah.
Only question. Nobody. Yeah, that's the only thing anybody ever asks.
So, but nope, I got mine before the giant number of people I had at the wedding, and you were there. You saw, I'm not bullshitting about 400 people, dude. There's a lot of people there.
It was such a fun wedding,
It was.
and you and John balled out.
Fuck.
At least it felt like it. It wasn't your just liquor. I mean, you guys were pouring Crown Royal, Jack Daniels. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like I remember seeing a bottle of Johnny Walker.
There probably was.
I feel like maybe somebody brought that as a
That might
celebratory thing. I don't know.
might have been it. I know the entire groom's party, we all did a shot of Willet that Joel had sitting around for
Nice.
a year.
Nice.
Well, you were there for it.
Was I there for the shot?
Yeah, you were there for it.
Dude, I was flying in later.
I know.
I was so mad, dude. I was mad with that whole day.
But then you got there and you fucking balled out and had a great time. It was a good
Yep,
time.
I made it. Made it for the ceremony. That was the most important part.
Although,
We got a couple photos in.
yep. So, you want to know what something I was mad about from that?
What?
So when we got our pictures back from our photographer for that day,
Yeah.
I don't know if she was just going through and the first X amount, whatever the package was we had paid for was,
Yeah.
She didn't send over any of the pictures you and me took the first go around
Hey, for real?
until we had to call her and was like, "Hey, where's my fourth fucking guy?"
That's what did she say?
She's like, "Oh, we were just going through it." I'm like, I don't care if we only paid for X amount. I want X amount plus like the 5 pictures me and my other guy took."
I'll pay you for the extra 5.
And we just paid her for the entire library of pictures they took.
Well, how much extra did that cost you?
I don't even know. Chump change for what it was. It's
Yeah.
like now we have them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's better to have.
Right. I was fucking heated though about that. I'm like, dude,
That's silly.
we've got our pictures back and there's no. John's like, what's wrong with you? I said, no, nothing. It's just go back through. Look at those pictures. There's someone missing. What do you mean someone's missing? He's clicking through and he's like, where the fuck is Matt?
We're good enough friends that you wanted me. Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, we haven't printed any of the pictures out or hung them up or done anything with them. We just have them on a hard drive, but I wanted to make sure I had pictures of us.
It was a fun night, yeah.
It was a very good time.
It's good.
You were feeling yourself.
I always do.
You were drunk as a shithouse rat, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I worked the next day.
You did.
Yeah, I did.
Well, it didn't help.
No, I didn't. No, I did not.
Yeah, you definitely
Maybe I did.
You've never ever gone to work hungover.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
It
you
was a
didn't
lot
have
of fun. And I remember it being like, dude, they wouldn't give me the day off. They wouldn't let me switch with anybody. It was so stupid. And I'm not even going to go down that road about that place. But, I mean, I get it. It's a job. You're supposed to show up and do your job. But, like, there was zero understanding when they would bend over backwards for other people to get out of shit, right?
Right.
I genuinely feel like I was, like, a black sheep there, which it's fine.
You're no longer there.
Nope. But, I knew it too. Like being out on patrol, I was like, if I stop this car, it's going to turn into something. And I just couldn't let it go. And of course, the woman had a felony dope warrant. The guy had methamphetamine on him. And then she faked a seizure. Pretty sure that's how that one worked out, yeah. And I remember I had those smelling salts in my like patrol bag, and I was like, I see every time it's common in the individuals that use methamphetamine, they decide that all of a sudden they get seizures, or they're diabetic, or they're having heart problems. They need to go to the hospital. Jailitis.
Right.
So she's like fake seizing the back of my car, and I went to go pop one of those the smelling salts. And I pushed too hard, and the plastic pushed through and sliced my finger up. Remember, that's because I showed up. I was like, I have Band-Aids. Because I was like bleeding through the Band-Aid from the hospital. Yeah. It was dumb. I ended up calling the sergeant that was coming on PMs. I was like, can you please send someone to the hospital? Like, I have to be at a wedding. I have to be there.
But hey, you were.
I made it.
You did. We partied.
We did.
It was a good time. That was so fun. It was good times.
It was a good time.
No, it was 2 years
for
ago.
John's best man, but it's all right.
Well, hey, like I said, he's already apologized profusely.
Has he really?
Oh, so many times.
Good. I thought Banks and I were going to take him out.
Yeah.
Not to talk bad about anybody. That's your wedding. I mean,
But
I know he's a good friend, but
he was very drunk. He was trying way much harder than he needed to be funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even during the ceremony, though, he was saying some shit that was pissing the rest of us off.
Yeah.
But it's all right. He's one of y'all's friends, so I'm not meaning to talk bad.
He's fine now.
It's good. He did make you guys a badass wedding gift.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Wait,
that-
did you get to see it?
Yeah, wasn't it like the giant, like
The
welded-
stainless steel welded barrel.
Yeah.
The whiskey barrel with the wedding date on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's epic. That's cool. Earned some brownie points back on that one, for sure.
Yeah.
Because that took some effort and time.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Super cool.
What is happening? My world is burning, like, as soon as we turn this on.
You know, that's the way it goes, isn't it?
I guess. So we're doing this whole switch up at work. Oh my god, I put the sergeants.
Switch up. Do what now?
Oh.
Hey, you know what's really great on podcast?
Talk to me, Goose.
Dead air.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, we're good.
Well, let's see if I.
We're still getting in the groove.
Yeah, we are. No, I had to look at that. No, they're doing a whole switch up on the shifts and everything. So everybody's bidding and freaking out. And one of my buddies made this whole like projected list of where everyone's gonna pick and what sergeants are going to which squad. It's so.
Okay.
They're gonna start making phone calls and asking where everybody wants to go. It's done based off like your time on, which that's kind of annoying. That kind of annoyed me because, like, there's an incentive for me to lateral over. There's a lot. There's a lot of incentives, but for some people that lateral over, like my buddy who works in center zone, he took a pay cut, but it worked out for his family.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They moved from a different state, out of state.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and so it was a pay cut for him, but it worked well for his family. And, you know, he's been a cop for 10 years. 8 years. 8 or 9 years. And he's getting outbid by people that have been a cop for a year and a half. But they've been on the department longer. They've been on the department longer than him and I. And him and I lateraled at the same time. We started at the exact same time.
But because so you guys have had law enforcement experience, but not with this.
So they used to, not with the department.
Not with this
They don't have
department.
time
It was
for
with different departments, right? Okay.
So we all have serial numbers, which are basically our badge number.
Mm-hmm.
And for ease of like this example or simplicity of this example, let's say you had 20 officers, 1 through 20 or whatever. You had serial 1 through 20.
Right.
1 would be like had the highest, not rank, but most time on.
Mm-hmm.
So most seniority. But then, say someone laterals over with more experience, they would place them experience-wise within that 1 to 20 somewhere.
Okay.
And somehow make it work. To where, like, if number 20 has been a cop for 5 years, but you've been a cop for 6 years, you're going to be ahead of them.
Right.
That's how you used to do it. Right? So
and that makes sense.
If you lateraled over, they gave you credit for your time and experience at your other department or departments. And then John and I, we were the first ones to where they changed that. And we just fell into the serial number like lineup, like rotation.
Okay.
So it's a little frustrating, but I guess they're just doing it based off your commitment to your time commitment to the department.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I don't know. Not 100. I don't know. I think the old way probably made a little bit more sense to me, but what do I know? I'm not in that.
Like I said, for me, there's a lot of benefits of making the switch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a lot to complain about. But for ones that are making it for other decisions, making the switch for other decisions, like, and it still does kind of irk me or like rub me the wrong way, but not enough to where I need to be up in arms about it.
Right.
So, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm like 5th or 6th to last to pick, so I'm kind of like, I'll go wherever's available.
Right.
So.
Which, I mean, you like working overnights, right? Yes and no?
I mean, yeah. No, I love it. It's just not sustainable.
Okay.
I mean, if I could keep the same sleep schedule, 365, it would be great. But on my days off, I revert back to just what
sleep at night, be up
a regular
during the day.
human being does, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Out of necessity, though.
Right.
So it makes those first couple days back really rough. Like I said, now I'm dealing with this shoulder pain, and it's like sleep's pretty rough. So I got to bed at like 7:30, 8 o'clock yesterday. Was up at 11:30, 11:45, like wide awake, just laid there.
Just not able to.
Just couldn't do it. And I think here's why, because I've read that waking up to ambient light or like natural light is the best way to do it. Like alarm clocks are apparently terrible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like not good for you. Waking up to natural light is the best way to wake up. And so I have the blackout curtains. And in the morning when I get there, it's super easy to fall asleep because it is black. Like it's blacked out in my room. Excuse me. But then, around that 11:30 noon, I mean, the sun's at its brightest, basically. It's like still poking through the blackout curtains and like lighting up my room a little bit. It's just sucks. And that makes it tough for like to be mentally sharp and in tune.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you on the curtains. Are they like nailed to the wall tightly around your window, or are they like on a curtain rod?
So they make all variations. The last ones I was using, which worked for a little bit, it's just like it had Velcro. You just put it on the actual window glass and then stuck it to it. But then when it got real hot,
The adhesive would.
the adhesive started melting. So I've seen one way where someone took like the long pieces of Velcro stripping and stuck it around like the window, and then ran it on their blackout curtain and stuck it.
I was gonna say just put painter's tape on there, like cover every inch of everything that you don't want covered.
Yeah.
With paint on your window, just completely cover it.
Paint the window?
Well, that's what the painter's tape is for. So that way, when you move out or whatever, you don't have to replace the whole fucking window. You just take the painter's tape off in strips.
Oh.
Is that making sense now? Like you cover with the painter's tape.
Yeah.
And then just paint over the painter's tape.
Now I see what you're saying.
Does that make sense now?
It does.
You might be onto something there.
You might be, actually. It's actually not a terrible idea. Damn. Look at you.
I think I've had worse.
What, worse ideas?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. That's a pretty good one, though.
That's a pretty good one. Make a little reminder on your phone. Invest in painter's tape.
All of it.
Right.
Buy Lowe's out, because they're pretty big windows. What's something you want to talk about, man?
So I know, like I said, I dropped the ball on coming up with like actual topics of conversation, but I
don't know
did.
if we really had any topics, like specific topics. This might be the first time we've had like a directed, like, hey, I want to talk about this. Talk about the Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Yeah, short of talking about me the first couple episodes, yeah, this would be the first time like actually having a topic of conversation to bring up.
You got anything new and exciting in the hunting industry? Like, what are some new products coming out that you've seen? Have you seen any new products? I always go into Rogers and look to see like what's the newest and greatest like broadhead, because it felt like for a while there every year there's something new. Do you remember the? I shot them for a little bit. The
kill zones.
Maybe those are 3 blades that like the tip would compress and fan the blades out more. You know
Rocket meat seekers. They were piston action expandable. They had a little like rubber band O-ring that hooked around the blades, right? No. These are
all no rubber bands or anything. It's like you could push down on the tip, and like when you push it down, the 3 blades would fan out a little bit more, and then when you let off, they would close back up. They're all spring. What were they called? I swear it was like Kill something. Blood Runners. Pretty sure they're called Blood Runner.
Sounds right. Do I remember them at all? No.
Yeah. Those are super cool. I loved having them. But,
I'm shooting the G5 Mega Meats this year.
Was Montec? Or no?
I mean, it's the same company, but it's a 3-bladed mechanical.
But Montec's the company.
No, Montec is the brand, or the style of, like, it's that.
Oh. Okay.
Like, it's just that model. Does that make sense?
I'm dumb.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
G5.
G5's the company.
Yeah.
Okay.
But 3-inch.
Jesus Christ, I should probably just go throw my bow in the woods.
Don't. He didn't mean that.
Oh, stop.
I'm sorry. I just hearing you say such horrible things about that bow after I put all the work into it.
You did put a lot of work in it.
But 3-inch triangular, no, 2-inch 3-bladed triangular cut.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah.
Plus, they come with a free practice point, and not many mechanical broadhead companies do that anymore.
Dude, it's all like, it's the little things.
It really is.
That's the, like, you know, you go to make a big purchase and you're like, and they're like, hey, we'll throw in a sticker. You're like, you know, I'm sold.
Every time.
Fuck me, I'm in.
Yep.
Every time.
Every time.
Like,
Well, I gave you your sticker for your bowstrings, didn't I?
you did. A
Mm-hmm.
little gas sticker, yeah.
You were so happy about it.
Appreciate little things. What did I open? I opened something that I bought, and I was like, I don't know why, dude. It was almost like I was more excited for the sticker than the actual product. Maybe it was that last flight call. Might have been that. No, they might have given me a sticker. I don't know. I remember opening a box here recently, and I was like, oh, no
It's got a sticker. Or didn't have a sticker?
No, I didn't have a sticker.
Were you sad about it?
Yeah, I was sad.
No.
Oh, damn. Oh, well.
I've been watching a lot of Blade HQ on TikTok, like different knives and stuff that they have show up. And I think one of the brands is Civivi knives. I'd never heard of them. They look super badass. But they send you like 2 or 3 stickers with each knife. Do you know how much more that makes me want to buy a knife I don't need?
I know. Yeah. So are they like are they pocket knives?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like assisted opening.
Yeah, they've
now I
got
gotta
like
look this up. Civivi.
Yeah, it's like CEVI VI.
CVI CVI VI.
CEVI, I think.
Where'd you see that at? Oh yeah, right there.
Mm-hmm.
CIVI.
Mm-hmm.
Folding pocket knives.
Yep, they're cool. They've got some really neat ones.
They're a subset brand of We Company. Oh, they look cool.
Mm-hmm. And they send you stickers.
I'm sold.
Right.
Oh, they're not too bad.
No, they're really not. They're not like a.
Sweet.
They're not like a Benchmade or a Zero Tolerance
That's
or
a sweet looking knife.
yeah, like stuff like that.
The Civivi Baby Banter Thumb Stud Knife G10 handle. That's a mouthful.
Yep.
So where'd you see these at?
Blade HQ on TikTok.
So they get like a good review?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just like Blade HQ. Like they'll do like maybe one of their little videos on TikTok is like, here's 3 beefy folding knives for under $100, and then they'll feature 3 of them from like 3 different brands. Or
That's cool.
Here's 5 companies, 5 knife companies you may not have heard of.
So they gave this company a pretty high rating?
No, I mean they definitely talked it up.
Did they?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yep.
they have like Damascus stuff in here.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah. Plus, they do a lot on Blade HQ of like out the front automatic knife.
Oh, really?
Reviews.
Dude. Okay, the Civivi Coggin flipper and button lock. That's a sweet looking knife. Hold on. Let me click into that bad boy. That's cool.
And just remember they come with stickers.
They come with stickers. Shit, I'm sold. I'm so sold.
Like, I need another knife like I need a hole in the head, dude. But I want one.
What does it take for you guys to start like picking up a different company to sell? Like, how does that work? I've always wondered. I know, like, not to get off topic, but like, what would it take for these guys to get into your store?
So they would have to reach out.
Yeah.
Or if there was enough buzz about the company, we might reach out to them.
Really?
Possibly. And then they've got to set up a meeting with, whatever the product line may be. So whether it's, they might set up a meeting with Gregory if it's a clothing or footwear line, or Howard if it was an archery line, or Houston if it was a fishing line.
And they just like,
this is what our product is. This is the niche or the role that we're trying to fill in your guys' store. this is, and then they do the whole sales pitch type thing.
Yeah.
I've never been involved with it, but I would imagine that's pretty well the gist of it.
That was my next question. Is if you've gotten to be involved in that.
No, the closest I've gotten to like that sort of role is, someone. I'm trying to think what it was. Oh, it was a scent slinger is what it was called.
Scent slinger.
Mm-hmm.
Describe it to me. I'm intrigued.
So basically, it was like a slingshot band that you strung between your fingers,
Okay.
and you could buy. They were little wooden balls. As much fun as that is to say out loud. They came in 3 packs to avoid the funny implications.
Okay.
But they were pre-soaked in whatever, dough in estrus, regular dough urine, whatever the scent was.
Yeah.
And so these little wooden balls would be soaking up this scent. You get up into your tree stand, you grab one of them out of the pouch, hopefully with gloves on, unless you're just
A savage.
yeah. And then you would just take that little slingshot band, pull it back, and just sling that little ball out wherever you wanted the scent to come from in the woods around you.
Kind of cool.
Kind of neat.
Let's think through it intelligently. Okay. So scent as in like dough estrus.
Mm-hmm. Or,
Piss or...
buck pea, orbital gland, whatever.
Yeah. And you would get in your stand.
Mm-hmm.
You would launch it. Like, what was the range on this thing?
I don't know.
Like, you're trying to chuck this thing, like, obviously further than you can throw? Or you just...
I think it was more of just keeping it off of your hands was the big thing.
Oh.
Not so much that, like, you couldn't just grab it out the pack and let her eat.
Yeah.
But I think the little slingshotty deal was just kind of help make the process a little cleaner.
So you buy these and, like, launch one with, like, the understanding that you're not going to find it.
Or, since they're wood, you could potentially go get it back if you kept track of where it was, but...
Yeah, but if you rear it back and, like...
Oh, yeah, if it's gone.
To really, like send a scent trail.
Mm-hmm. It's not coming back.
Look at this.
What am I looking at?
That's sweet. Fixed blade?
Yep, that's one of them they've done on Blade HQ.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad, dude. $80?
No, a very good fixed blade.
Fixed blade knife. Mercata handle. Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you guys didn't pick that product up.
I don't believe so. I would have to double check, but I don't believe that we did, just because all of us that were like approached about it, we kind of sat down just like you and me are doing.
Yeah.
And like hashed out like, what are the benefits as opposed to like just walking out with your bottle of whatever your scent is and just spraying it around.
That's kind of where what I'm thinking. Makes more sense to me, but
a little bit, but I will say there is the advantage of, it doesn't matter how anal you are about scent killer on your stuff, you're going to leave some scent behind wherever you're walking.
Yeah.
Whereas with this scent slinger, I think the advantage there is...
Especially when that, burrito, El Gordo, and 15 margaritas start hitting you.
Yeah.
5 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Especially after that first sip of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to leave some scent behind.
Exactly.
Yeah. Deer camp is it's deer camp for a reason.
Yeah, it's brutal on the intestines.
Anyways.
I was just saying, El Gordo burritos and 15 margaritas.
Yeah, what?
That's going to be rough.
Don't act like you haven't been there before.
Shit, you've been there with me for one of them. Except we were duck hunting.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Talked about it last time, dude. Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah. Anyway, so you leave. Yeah, you were saying.
Well, I mean, apart from natural human gases that you're leaving behind, you got to think about like you're going to be walking and putting scent off of your boots or your clothing, whatever. Whereas with this thing, you just hop up in the tree, fling it out there, and you're not putting your footprints all over the place.
Oh, so you're meaning like in reference of like not overextending your footprint of scent in the area.
Yeah.
So instead of like walking that extra 20 yards to go hang your little scent rag tampon thing, Right. I mean,
I mean, that's
real.
yeah.
It's
Okay,
kind of, all right.
they
You know,
kind of look that way.
I mean, it's probably cheaper to just do that.
Yeah.
Just go buy a box and do that than
Yeah,
spend $20 for 3 little. Anyways,
yeah, you're probably right.
so yeah, instead of walking around trying to find a good spot, you just climb up your stand and send it.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Pros and cons.
Yeah, I don't know. People have been killing deer and they've been hanging, the little. You talking about like the little orange caps that you pour the deer pee into?
Yeah, or
with
they
the
got like the
scent
little,
wick
like,
inside.
cotton, like little,
Mm-hmm.
almost like key looking things, and you dip in there and then hang it on
Yep.
a branch. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, people have been killing deer doing that for years and years now. So, hell, I know people that have been killing deer by going up to the deer scrapes and just peeing in it.
Yeah, pissing them off or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I might try that this year.
Might be worth something.
Let's just see.
Dave swears by it.
Well, shit in it. See if that makes them mad.
That's after your El Gordo burrito and your 15 margaritas. That's a terrible idea.
Come on.
It's a terrible idea.
I think it could work.
I'm
gonna try it.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. That's not the move.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You let me know how that goes.
You're probably right. What's been your favorite hunting product to come to market?
Okay. Just like in general.
I don't know. What is your Because there's different realms of outdoors. What's your favorite fishing lure? Fishing product. Fishing lure.
Favorite fishing lure?
Yeah.
Rooster tail.
Yeah.
100%.
Kind of like the undefeated, tried and true.
Yep.
We're catching.
You caught that big carp that one time down at Fountain Bluffs.
Well, yeah. Let's not give me too much credit. I snagged it,
I mean, still.
but still
The rooster tail.
got it done.
I was catching dinks on rooster tails on my brand new Loomis rod. Do you know I broke that rod like 4 months after I bought it?
Yeah, I know you broke that rod, and then I told you you have like a warranty on it. Send it in.
Yeah, I still never did.
That's your own damn fault.
I know.
I'm just gonna say it.
But rooster tails, though.
Oh, how it is. Okay. What's your favorite duck hunting product? Favorite like decoy.
Favorite. Okay. For durability, I really was impressed with the Higdon standards that I was running with. Like, they weren't real big.
Just like the OG like Higdons.
So it was the standard size, like the little guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for durability's sake, I will, obviously the paint's not going to look nearly as good as an Avian or a Dakota or any of those high-end brands.
A lot of times, though, that paint it's consumer based.
Could be.
We think it looks good. So, ducks obviously got to think it looks good.
Well, yeah.
Think it looks good.
And don't get me wrong, I got 6 Dakotas that I'm rigging up for this season, fully flocks that were given to me as a gift.
Well, we'll use them.
Oh, yeah, 100% we will. But,
Dakotas are sweet.
God, the heads were such a pain in the dick to put on, though.
Were they?
Yeah.
They're like, it's stiff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're on forever now.
Yeah.
I'm never taking them back apart.
No, never. Yeah, they're a good. I like Dakota. Yeah, but no, the
Higdons, man. I was just impressed with how much, like,
they're foam filled too.
yeah. So, I
You
mean,
shoot the shit out of them, they'll be fine.
not that we water swat. Who the fuck am I kidding? Yeah, we do.
Okay.
They landed our decoys. We won.
Who are we trying to impress?
Yeah, they landed our decoys. We won.
Yeah. I mean, we try not to. We'll try to scare them up. But if you skirted the spread, landed on the outside, and there might be like 2 or 3 floaters out there, yeah, you're probably gonna get water swatted.
Yeah. For me, it's different if like the ducks are there, like before shooting light, for example.
Yeah.
And you want to, you want to give them a chance once it becomes legal to shoot at them, scare them up.
Yeah.
But if they come in and land in my spread, like, and it's well after shooting light,
Say less.
it's game over, buddy.
Yeah. I won.
Exactly.
If I can hit you.
Exactly. Well, and that's my struggle too, remember?
Yeah. Well, it's been my struggle here lately too. I think the past like couple hunts that like lights out hunts that I've been on, it's been me that like everyone's waiting on, which
right.
It doesn't really feel like it used to not be that way. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know.
We're losing our edge, buddy.
For sure.
We need to go more. That's really what that is.
I like that. That's a good idea.
And you know what? we'll sit you down like shoulder deep in the water once it gets real cold, and that'll help your shoulder heal faster. It's like an ice bath for your whole body.
So what? North Zone opens when this year? I should know this. It's like towards the end of October.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Don't look at me.
Well, I get surgery. I have surgery on the 19th, so
Yeah, you're gonna be hosed. I mean, there's South Zone, but
one arm in it. I might be, I'll just, dude. Honestly, I would just go and call, just to be out there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you still got to buy your tags if you're doing that, though.
Well, yeah. I'll do
Just
that.
saying. No, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yep.
Just take a little. Oh, I'll bet you won't. Take a little 410 judge.
Oh, I'd do it.
I bet you won't. Shoot ducks with a 410
I
handgun.
don't know if you can though.
Why would you not be able to?
Well, you can only have 3 rounds in a shotgun.
Yeah, that's true. Just take a single shot Rossi. Single shot Rossi 410. It's about this big.
You find me one, I'll do it.
I might have one in a 20 gauge.
Deal.
Can you one hand a 20 gauge?
Probably. I mean, I have one hand a 12 gauge. Like, you know, you've seen me do it.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
You know who you're talking to? Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Jesus. I don't know if you know who I am. I'm kind of a big deal. So.
Do you own a lot of leather-bound books? And
Yeah, my house smells of rich mahogany. Okay.
Okay.
Damn, son. I thought you knew me better. than
You're
that.
right. I don't know. I'm never coming back on this show again, guys.
Good.
Bye.
That
This is it.
That was the goal. Get fucked. My favorite decoy to ever come out were the original DOAs.
The originals.
Remember when those came out?
Mm-hmm.
They look really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming they sold off to...
Somebody.
Because now they look like shit.
Yeah, they don't look nearly as good as they used to.
I mean, they look like the old... oh, man. Dude, not sleeping is struggling with my brain power. The... What are the cheap, like the real cheap ones? You get like 2
Stormfronts?
Stormfronts, yeah. They almost look like Stormfronts.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm thinking of the same company, right?
Yeah.
'Cause I remember like walking in one
Flambeau.
day.
Flambeau.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
Flambeau Stormfronts. Yep.
Yeah, I remember walking in one day and be like, I see like the DOA box. I'm like, nice. I need to get some more of those. And then saw the decoy on top. I was like, that can't be right.
And it was.
Sad, dude. That's what, and I don't know the story behind it or what have you, but I could only assume there was some sort of like money decision there.
Probably.
I don't know. Or they were running out of money and they're just trying to keep the brand alive. So they,
Right. Cheapen them up.
this is good enough.
Right. Good enough for who it's for.
Yeah. Did you do any teal hunting this year?
No.
Never did I. I haven't teal hunted in several years.
For me, it's the same as like dove season and early archery season. I just don't want to fuck with the mosquitoes. Like, that's my whole deterrent for not going out. It's like, I just hate mosquitoes and ticks and chiggers. Like, I can't do it.
Yeah. I agree, man. It's like not worth it. It's, I think the last teal hunt I've been on was the one where Lincoln got bit by a mosquito and it was like the whole side of his face swelled up.
That's right, because we were talking about how you can be allergic to mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I didn't know that. I guess that makes sense because people get allergic when they get stung by bees.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. I had one. Who would you say, if you had to pick any of them as an outdoor like influencer or personality? So like the Michael Waddells or the, out of any of those guys, who would you say was probably is one of your favorite guys to either watch, listen to, or
Bear Grylls.
Bear?
Just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Not where I thought we were going, but
That's a really good question, man. I have a love-hate relationship when it comes to watching hunting videos.
okay.
And what I mean by that is like I enjoy watching the content. I hate listening to the hunters talk. one of the things is like I can't stand that everybody seems to put on some sort of southern accent when they start talking about deer hunting.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
You could be from
Upstate New
as
York.
far north as you can get in these great United States, but we're out here hunting deer. You know, just like a weird southern draw.
Mm-hmm.
And it drives me nuts for some reason. But I would have to say, and this is probably a pretty common answer, but I always butcher his last name, but Steve
Ranella.
Ranella, yeah, from Meat Eater.
Interesting choice.
And here's why. I love that he puts in like the cooking part at the end.
Oh yeah.
Because, you know, I mean, for me, I had Marshmallows, you know, my little cooking show, and I have a passion for cooking, specifically wild game.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that all makes sense.
yeah,
I will say this about Steve Ranella. He gives us Midwest whitetail hunters a lot of shit. Like
see, I've never heard that. Explain.
So obviously Steve Ranella, like he's an out west hunter.
Yeah.
Like he's up and down the sides of the mountains.
Yeah,
He thinks that us still hunters is what he calls us. The tree stand sitters.
yeah.
He thinks we're all lazy.
Oh, well, I mean,
We are.
I don't give a shit. That's fine.
We are. But I don't like being told that. That's my only negative about Steve Ranella.
So
Apart from that, I do love, like you were saying, he actually shows like cooking everything that he's just spent the episode tracking down.
And I think probably another big reason why I like watching him is because it is different style of hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, I've never done any out west hunting. Can he really say that though? Because hear me out. Like, we don't have mountains to go hunt.
Right.
We're supposed to spot and stalk a whitetail.
Well, and that's part of my thing too. Is like you were saying, we don't have mountains, but two, we also don't have the vast expanses of public area to go do the stuff on that he's doing too.
Yeah.
And I think he does own quite a bit of his own property.
Probably.
But either way, none of us own that much real estate out here
Yeah.
to where we could be going and doing that.
Yeah, it's a different style.
It is.
I don't. That's not like an annoying comment. I mean, I guess see where he's coming from, but at the same time, it's like I don't.
It's like, man, get out here, Steve, and come check, come see the differences that we're working with out here,
Well, we're working with what we have.
Yeah.
Like what we can do. Like, I mean, I'm sure you could try to go spot and stalk some whitetail,
You could.
but
But if you're on public land, you want to risk getting shot?
no. Or
I
just
know.
like, blowing out some other hunter's spot.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you have private land that you share with a bunch of buddies or something like that, like
Right.
everybody would have to be on board.
Right. And at that point, that's just a deer drive is what that is.
Yeah. and
You're going to set a couple guys up at the end of the field. You guys are going to push the deer to them and just duck when you start hearing gunshots.
Yeah, exactly.
Not that I know anything about any of that.
Hey, it's a common practice, man.
It is. Grandpa we'd set up at the end of the field with Grandpa.
Yeah. Go pick a draw and walk it.
Mm-hmm.
Push them to me, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'd say probably him. I mean, I liked watching Michael Waddell. I really enjoyed meeting him.
Yeah, that was super cool.
I
was going to bring that up too.
Yeah, I like meeting that whole crew.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, what happened with T-Bone or whatever his name is? The
He
big
had,
dude. Like the last time I saw a video with him, he was in a wheelchair bound.
yeah, he had something going on, and I couldn't tell you without Googling it, but I know it was a pretty major health deal.
Was it?
Just to the best of my recollection. But
Yeah, isn't that his name? T-Bone?
yeah,
Yeah.
Travis T-Bone Turner.
Travis T-Bone Turner.
Yeah.
And then Michael Waddell, and then
Nick Munt.
Nick Munt. Yeah.
Yep. It was really cool getting to meet those guys. I was going to bring up that experience.
I kind of thought Nick was going to be a douche, but he wasn't.
No, all of them were like super down to earth, like,
Yeah.
and they're no different what you see on TV than in person.
Yeah.
They don't like ham it up or, like you said, put on the accent
Yeah.
for TV, which I thought it was really
Waddell
cool.
has an accent, but I'm pretty sure he's from Georgia, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's 100% like deep southern Georgia.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah. His story's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I remember correctly, he basically started guiding, and then just started promoting himself.
Mm-hmm. Because he was with Team Realtree and like the Jordan's Realtree Adventures for a while.
Yeah.
Was how he really started getting his name out there once he started getting bigger.
Does he still rep Hoyt? Is Hoyt still his company?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yep, you can still get Michael Waddell edition Hoyts in like either Realtree and Flow Green strings or all black and Flow Green.
If I switch bow companies,
you will shoot at least one of every single bow before you decide.
Yeah, let's be real. That's probably how that will go down. I'm just gonna call ahead and be like, hey, schedule your whole day for me.
Mm-hmm. And that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, it can't bother nobody because you don't make commission off sales.
Exactly.
So if you spend the whole day with me and I end up buying like a $1,200 bow, then cool.
Right,
it's still a win.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We still sold a bow. You got exactly what you ended up wanting. But I will say this: as much as I love my Hoyt, the new Bear, actually, the Execute, the one that I was showing you,
yeah,
solid,
is it
super solid?
Well, I have to imagine that there's better companies out there than Bear.
Why? Why you say that?
I don't know.
Because you used to be able to go buy a Bear bow at Walmart off the rack.
Yeah, it's actually probably part of that train of thought.
They have come a long ways.
You're looking at a lifelong Bear lover. I did switch, and it was
from a Matthews to the Bear.
Well, I went Bear to Matthews back to a Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it was a bad experience with the Matthews, but maybe it was just fate telling me, like, hey, shoot what you lack.
Right.
So, and I've liked every Bear that I've shot. I am mad because Ward still shoots that Moto 7 or Moto 6 or whatever it was, and then I traded mine for when I was like really frustrated with bow hunting, I traded it for a handgun,
Dumb.
Yeah, it was stupid. Probably got more value out of the handgun though.
True.
But that was a sweet bow. But I love mine. I'm very happy with mine. But this new one you're talking about, the Execute,
it's pretty sweet.
What's sweet about it?
Up to 90% let off.
Oh, Lord.
Mm-hmm. So you know how yours doesn't have much of a valley after you break it over and it like pulls against you at full draw?
Yeah.
Nah, not on the Execute.
Oh, man.
You set it to 90.
They're kind of late to the game on that one, though.
They are. However, being able to adjust it from 75% let off to 90,
yeah,
that's huge. Like even Hoyts don't offer that. Hoyts offer 85 or 80%. Matthews offers 80 or 85. PSE offers 80, 85, 90. And Elite offers 85 and 90.
So Bear offers 70 to 90.
75 to 90.
That's
so the advantage of your lower let-offs, some guys will tell you it's speed. A couple feet a second really doesn't make a big difference. But if you're a guy that really just likes to hold that full draw and like pull through your shot,
yeah,
you can do that. Or if you're going somewhere out west.
Yeah.
Idaho still has a let-off law on the books where you have to shoot 80% or less. So we could...
I still don't understand that law. Talk me through that.
So...
what is your interpretation of why that is?
My only thing that I could maybe see them still leaving that law in the books because they think it's more ethical is if you have higher percent of let-off, you can hold your bow for longer, right? Because you're not holding as much weight back.
Yeah.
But when you hold your bow longer, you're gonna, doesn't matter if it's 90% or not, you're gonna get a little shaky.
Yeah.
So they're maybe worried about you holding longer than you should and taking a less than perfect shot opportunity, which wouldn't be a big deal if they allowed mechanical broadheads, but they don't. Or illuminated nocks, so you know where to start looking.
They don't allow any of that?
No. Idaho is the most restrictive state.
What's in Idaho that we'd want to go?
Elk, bear, wolf, mountain lion, mule deer.
I mean, you can hunt elk in Colorado.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's go to Colorado.
But Idaho does have a tag, and this is kind of a cool thing that they do. you can have a tag for any one of those 5 big game animals. You only get one,
Yeah.
but whatever you see first that you decide you want to trip your trigger on,
Yeah.
you can punch that tag. So like
Really?
you could be out there chasing elk around, and if you see this beautiful black wolf and he's coming right into you and you feel like you can make a kill shot.
I couldn't do it.
I don't know if I could either because, it's a wolf, but
Yeah. But I see what you're saying. You have the opportunity. So it's like a all-inclusive
pretty much.
2023 style tag.
But you only get to use it one time.
I include everybody. So I can be for elk, bear, wolf.
Mountain lion, and there was one more. I think it might have been either mule deer or...
That's actually, how much is that tag? Is it a draw system?
I think so. I don't know. I'd have to look into it.
We gotta start, as our money gets right, and as we start becoming millionaires off this podcast, we need to
That's
start
right.
looking at that stuff, buddy.
Yep. So subscribe, guys. $5 a
please.
month.
Remember, you can get the juicy stuff for $1.99, and then the really juicy stuff for $2.99.
Yep. Really juicy stuff is probably just us saying fuck a lot.
Probably. Oh, Lord. We're going to do this. We're going to do an episode on our annual Thanksgiving morning hunt on the tailgate of the truck.
Oh, let's go.
That'd be dope.
I'm game.
Actually, you know what? We're going to do it from the marsh.
What are we going to record it on?
This. I don't know how we'll do it, but we'll find some sort of power supply. Got these batteries right here.
Okay.
We'll do a quick one.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be a long one, I guess.
Put everything in a dry bag.
Yep.
Because those batteries lasted half an hour last time.
Yeah.
You can probably find ones that last longer.
I do have something I just saw today that we were carrying.
What is that?
It's called the High and Dry stick. And it's literally like a mud bottom stick. So think like the mud chairs,
Okay.
like the mud seats we all have.
Yeah.
So it's got big wide feet like that
Yeah.
that fold out. Sticks about 3.5, 4 feet out the water, roughly, give or take.
Yeah.
And it's just got hooks on it for you to hang your stuff on.
Hang it right there like that.
Mm-hmm.
How cool would that be, dude?
Dude, that would be awesome.
Oh, you could hear the ducks in the background. Just nice and soft and quiet as the sun peeks over the horizon.
And then ride it shooting like, ba-bam!
That cold wind blasting you in the face. Dude, okay.
Stop. You're going to get me excited over here.
I'm already excited. Like, dude, why did I have to get hurt? I'm still going. I'm buying tags. I'll go out with you guys. We're going to make it work. I'll call, let you guys shoot. You guys can fill my limit.
Can we do that?
Legally, no. So I'll shoot my limit.
We can't condone that.
Yeah, don't condone that. Follow your local
Regulations.
state regulations. Be an ethical hunter.
Mm-hmm. But also gift your gimpy buddies some ducks every once in a while.
Yeah. I hope this recovery is quick. We'll see.
I do too. For your sake. I know you're going to go stir crazy if not.
Oh, dude, I'm going to go I'm going to go insane. Well, okay. I love hunting and I love my job. And I get adrenaline rushes from both. And right now, I can't do either of them. So.
You should try crack cocaine.
I mean, it's not off the table at this point.
Hey, no, you can't do that. We don't condone that either, guys.
Yeah, you're right. Don't do drugs, kids.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
Parents, you can do drugs that'll get you through the day, but kids don't do them.
Okay.
Okay. We're falling apart over here.
We are. Let's see. So that was a pretty good one.
I don't know, man.
Now that we've gotten off topic here.
What were we talking about? Who? Okay, so who's
The
your
outdoor
favorite one
was,
to watch?
I was going to say Michael Waddell too.
Yeah.
Like Michael Waddell and that crew.
I liked watching his turkey hunting videos.
Yeah. I haven't met him yet, but he buys a lot of stuff from Rogers. His name's Levi Morgan. He's a competitive shooter for Matthews and also is like a huge waterfowler, apparently.
I think I've heard that name before. Levi Morgan?
Mm-hmm. So he was partnered with Schweiker Broadheads.
Okay.
So he had a Levi Morgan edition Schweiker Broadhead out for a while.
Gotcha.
And I think you can still get him somewhere. We just don't carry him anymore for whatever reason.
How do you become a professional hunter? Like, that's what I... Like, now it's just got to be content-based.
Right. I would think. Like, the hunting public guys, you ever watch any of them on YouTube?
Here and there, yeah.
How did they get that big? Like, I think they
It's just pumping content.
Yeah.
A lot
It's
of
just
people...
got to be a numbers game, I would think.
Dude.
Like, the more content you create, the more your name gets out there.
Yeah.
You know, whether your stuff's good or not, you let the viewers decide.
Dude, a lot of people are like, get frustrated with that kind of content.
Why?
Well, I think there's part of it where it's like, okay, you're making these public areas like overexposed.
So what? I mean, yeah, I'm tight-lipped about a couple of my secret spots, but for the most part, like, if
nothing
someone,
against them. I think their stuff's pretty legit.
I mean, someone could act like, let's say I go to my Smithville spot, the one I was telling you about when
Yeah.
it was like 2 or 3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
It's cool being able to say that,
What?
bringing up previous episodes and conversation.
Oh, yeah.
It's cool.
We're getting there.
But if somebody was to ask me like, "Hey, where do you go?" Shit, I'll show you right where I sit because odds are good I'm probably not going to be there anyways.
Yeah.
I don't get as much time to hunt as I want to, so somebody should go sit there.
See, that's a mindset. That's a genuine mindset. I don't know if I'd do the same. I'd probably send them to the other side of the lake.
I mean, there's probably just as many or just as few deer on the other side of the lake, you know?
I send them to someone's backyard. Follow this pin right here. Be good.
See, that's the thing about that Smithville spot is it literally bumps up to people's backyards.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like if I don't walk far enough in, I can hear the German Shepherd that lives out on the frontage road out there next to it,
Yeah.
barking at whatever.
Probably barking at some giant deer.
Yeah, probably. Scare them my way, would you?
Yeah. Help me out here.
Come on.
Man, I'm getting exhausted.
Nope, don't do that.
Okay. These little ice caffeinated sparkling waters
Mm-hmm.
aren't bad. But I mean, I think it gets to a point where no matter how sleep deprived you are,
It just starts catching up with you,
like crack cocaine's the only option,
which we don't condone.
which we don't condone. Or methamphetamine, which we don't condone.
Yeah. No illegal narcotics.
Yeah.
Unless you live in a state where it's been decriminalized, which go for it, I guess. Just be responsible. Not for me, but hey, you do you. Let's see.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Taylor Swift.
Oh, boy.
Expected. Rumors pop star set to attend Chiefs vs. Jets on Sunday night.
Hell yeah. It's getting...
After attending the Chiefs Week 3 game at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, pop star Taylor Swift plans to make another NFL appearance this weekend in support of tight end Travis Kelce, who she is rumored to be dating.
So I guess you could say things are getting pretty serious.
So how intensely do you follow, like, the NFL?
Dude, I hardly even know who we're playing until an hour before game time.
Fair enough. I used to be that way too. But do you know who Zach Wilson is?
Yeah, okay,
Quarterback
yeah.
for the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so disappointed. I thought there was a glimmer of like hope that he'd be something.
No.
Watching that dude run through a progression is more stressful than someone pointing a gun at me.
Really?
Genuinely. Yeah. Like, just watching him try to, like, pick out his receivers and make a decision. Like, dude, just get through it. Like, you know, I mean, I don't know. I watched a little bit of the Jets game this past weekend, and
he's still a rookie, right? Or, like, maybe not a rookie this year,
no,
but
he's
like,
not a rookie this year. He when was he drafted? 2021.
but he's still pretty fresh, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
So, you know,
What was that?
I would say, and especially getting thrust into the limelight because of something that, like what happened to Aaron Rodgers, that's probably putting extra stress on him too, you know?
2021. So I was right. Yeah.
Okay. So he may just not have his rhythm figured out yet.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's why they drafted Rodgers, because they were going to basically set Wilson down behind Rodgers and just have him learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, that's what Brady did.
Well, hell, that's what... Didn't they do something like that for Patrick Mahomes with
I think
Alex
it's kind
Smith.
of the goal of a lot of like rookie quarterbacks.
Like have them watch the old guard first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the way to
Did
do
you
it.
watch number 74 Taylor? Like, have you been keeping up with his stuff? Like, they keep calling penalties on him,
Oh,
saying he's jumping the ball.
Juwan Taylor,
Yeah.
illegal formation the other day, and he was no further back than
Yep.
like if you go back and watch any other game where somebody's been lined up in his position, like he's no further back than anybody else.
Yep.
So I don't know.
I was talking with Staves about it today, and he was saying how Andy Reid did a little test. They took him out and put his backup in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know his backup's name. That's my bad. Had him line up the exact same way, and
No flag.
Wasn't getting calls. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he's being targeted. And Pat Mahomes, he's so good at not like putting anybody on blast and like being genuine. He like even made like a subtle comment that wasn't like, I guess in a roundabout way it was a dig at the refs, but like even he brought it up in his press conference. I was like, hey, something isn't making sense here.
Mm-hmm.
So, but refs make or break a game. I mean, it's genuine.
Oh yeah.
Like my family, huge Iowa Hawkeyes fans.
Boo.
Whatever. We played Penn State this past weekend, and they made us look like children, which, whatever. Penn State's a really good program. And they had Penn State through some weird, like, flea flicker, like, lateral pass deal. And, we have a pretty good defense. We ended up putting pressure on them, and it was like a loss of 10.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like 3rd and 8 or something like that. And so it ended up being 3rd and 18. And you okay? You're itchy?
I just got a big old ear. I'm trying to fit a big ear.
Just trying to fold it into the headphones.
Sorry. 3rd and 18.
Hold on. Side note, like when I got this whole setup, like the reviews on these headphones would be like, they're trash. They're really not that bad.
No,
So,
they're
like,
not.
At least for me, but I have small ears.
I got big ears.
Do they work well for you?
Yeah.
All right, cool. But yeah, so huge loss. Like, good for us.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. I think Penn State challenged it. And you have to have irrefutable evidence to
Overturn
a call.
Mm-hmm.
And it was called that it was it was not a forward pass, and so it was a tackle for like sack for loss, basically.
Mm-hmm.
The video shows the ball being lateraled from the 20 and the receiver catching it at like the 18 and a half. So it went backwards.
Yeah.
And they called it that it was a backwards pass or a lateral pass.
Mm-hmm.
And then they overturned it. And even the announcer was like, I'm not seeing what they're seeing, because ball started at the 20 and ended up basically at the 18. Like that's 2 yards behind where it started. So what's going on here? Started from the 20 from the quarterback's hands.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So it's just like that's what I'm getting at. Refs can make, not that one call would have saved us, but,
Right.
it's still little stuff like that. It's like, how are you a referee in a collegiate atmosphere
And
making calls like that?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
it always leads into the insecurity that people have in the sports world.
refs are paid.
It's an entertainment industry, so.
Well, I mean that, I entertained that a lot, especially back when the Chiefs were terrible. Like, oh man, the fucking Chiefs, they make it to the first round of the playoffs every year, and then they choke, and all the calls are against them. Like, refs are bought.
Yeah.
I entertain it a lot less now.
Yeah. And also, it's like if your team's doing really well, that's always everybody else's excuse. Oh, Chiefs never get penalties.
Right. Chiefs bought the refs.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. Goes both ways.
Which there are times where I'm like, looking at this, feeling, I'm not going to argue with you.
Mm-hmm.
This seems pretty one-sided.
Right. There are times where it's like, what's going on here, Andy?
Yeah. There's sometimes I feel like all of the owners get together at the beginning of the year, like, all right, who's got the highest bid for the Super Bowl this year?
Right.
That'd be funny if that's how it worked.
Dude.
Conspiracy theories.
Do, 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 do,
Do you have
do.
any conspiracy theories that you dive into?
Dude, I've been waiting on someone to ask me this one on there.
We're gonna fucking pump the brakes and talk about this. Just conspiracy theories.
Okay.
We're gonna go from sports to conspiracy. I want to hear.
Okay. I thought you were saying like dial it in.
No,
Rein
we're
in
gonna
these
dial
out.
it in on this.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm
Actually,
start.
you know what? Time out.
Oh.
We're at an hour and a half. I have to piss like a racehorse.
Okay.
So we're gonna pause it. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. And then we're gonna dive into this. We'll be good. Okay.
Okay. Hit me
All
with it.
Enjoy this small break from our sponsors. Thank you all for tuning into that sponsor break. I hope you heard of some products that you will enjoy in your future. This is Matt and Hunter. Back to you
And this
on
is
the Mudroom podcast.
I was gonna say, like, with your new announcer voice you're putting on.
Gonna do it.
There it goes.
Oh, trash. That was gross.
Way to go. Right in the mic.
Almost not as bad as I remembered it being.
All right, let me get a sip of that.
I don't share drinks and you go grab one.
I'm good. I got my own then.
What you gonna do? Get drunk off 2 beers? I mean, that's a pretty strong beer.
I was gonna say this is a barrel aged stout.
It's like what, 12%?
I think it's like 9. Oh, 11.8. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'll call it.
I mean, if
good.
this was the Price is Right, I would have lost. But
Yeah. For now, I think I'm good on jet fuel. But just
Damn,
save me
that's
one of those for
good.
next time.
I like that. Wow.
Save me one of those for next time. All right. So we were going to talk about conspiracies.
Oh yeah.
You're still in?
Well, yeah. You left me on a cliffhanger. I had to piss real bad, so we took a break. But you said that you had a good one that you
Okay.
wanted to dive into. Let's dive into it.
CIA killed John Kennedy.
Oh yeah. Why?
He was getting real friendly with Castro, wanted to pull out of Vietnam, and was not opposed to some of the ideologies of communism, which is exactly what the CIA had just spent the last 15, 20 years trying to prevent the spread of in the United States. Yeah, they wanted that motherfucker gone.
So do you think it was from a? You said he didn't oppose the ideologies of communism.
Some of them.
Some of them.
So I'm not saying he was going to take this great country we live in and turn it into a fully communist, shithole, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely feel like it was an inside job with John F. Kennedy.
See, dude, I think. Yeah, I agree with you. Like
Those are my 3 main points on it.
I agree with you.
That's what I got. What do you got? What's the one if you had to pick one to dive in on?
Let's stay on that one for a minute because
Okay.
for the longest time, and the way the press and media put it out, assassination.
Mhm.
I mean, he was assassinated, but who was it? Who was the shit?
Not Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah, exactly. But forget ever, that's who it's been. That's been the killer. But then everybody starts like thinking for themselves and looking into shit
Mm-hmm.
and realizing, hold on,
Something's not.
this smells like dirty laundry.
Your math ain't mathin' guy.
Yeah. So I have forever. I don't trust government. I don't at all.
Mhm.
And I work for the damn government.
Right.
Um.
But you're not my mom, Uncle Sam.
Yeah. You can't trust them. I don't think you can trust them. I don't feel like you can trust them. And once someone has enough power, they can start being the shot caller. It's like, okay, I don't care if you don't like what I believe in, or you're not going to follow it, or you're going to like be opposed to it. I'll just have you dead.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but it sounds like to prevent communism, the CIA offed Kennedy,
Mm-hmm.
which this is going to be a touchy subject. Is that a positive thing?
I honestly, looking at John F. Kennedy as a president, and of course I'd have to go back and look at his list of accomplishments, But just knowing the little bit that I know about him, he wasn't a bad president.
Yeah.
And I don't think he was going, like I said, I don't think he was, I don't think he was, man, I keep losing my train of thought mid-sentence.
It's okay.
I don't think he was going to lead us into communist damnation by any means.
Gotcha.
But do I feel like he would have been a lot more progressive with certain social programs, like expanding on Medicare and things like that back in the day? Probably.
Yeah.
And I know that, a lot of that stuff, especially back then with, with the red spread, the spread of communism across the globe, that was a lot of concern for our government.
Yeah.
So the powers
That's
that
a
be,
good one, man. Dude.
so the powers that be, I think we're just like, hey, I know people really like this guy, but we got to get him out of here.
Yeah.
Because he was a popular president among both political parties, both sides of the political spectrum. He was, he was a man for the people on both sides. He didn't get bound up by, the political ties that bind.
Yeah. I need to look this up.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of my involvement in. So this that piggybacks into my conspiracy theory as well.
Okay.
Basically going on or into the whole being suicided.
Okay.
Or killed, or just killed off. So I think the government's been doing that for a long time to hide and cover up stuff that they're involved in or don't want getting out or that they're trying to control.
Mm-hmm.
And so you one of the points on yours is that Kennedy was killed off because of his ideas of, or being more open to the ideas of certain communist ideologies.
Mm-hmm.
And where I think people get involved or get suicided is or killed off is the human trafficking.
Yeah. The people that know or are about to be a whistleblower on that kind of shit.
I don't think Paul Walker was killed in a car accident. I have not thought that for. I've thought that for since the beginning of it, since he was announced dead. So I couldn't remember the name. This is what I had to look up. I couldn't remember the name of the movie, but he was involved in the 2005 era. Called. Let's see. Oh, I just said my phone just went. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
I know, dead air.
No, that's fine.
Stupid.
We're filling it in.
Basically, he was involved in a documentary movie that was gonna expose a lot of child trafficking, avenues and just publicity and whatnot, and
kind of like this new The Sound of Freedom movie.
Yeah. What is this called? Dead air. There it is.
We need to get a little button we can hit that just says that whenever we're thinking or looking something up. Just dead air.
I know.
Air.
Anyways,
we get little soundboard buttons built.
It was a documentary dive, and I'll find the name here in a second. It was a documentary diving into child pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking. Here's one thing: late actors Anne Heche and Paul Walker have become a subject of a long-running conspiracy theory using celebrity deaths to propel rumors about shady elite network of child abusers. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I came to this very ill-informed.
No,
I thought I had it all pulled up. But,
you're fine.
But it's I've noticed anybody that's going to be a whistleblower and that kind of stuff seems to all of a sudden be dead. So
okay.
I think that the government definitely uses their power to
make shit like that disappear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Well, let's say it. Epstein didn't kill himself.
No, hell no. No, he didn't.
Absolutely not.
And where's the papers?
Mm-hmm.
Right? No
Right.
one's seen it.
You know it's out there,
Yeah.
but they'll never get released because I would. This is gonna make me sound crazy, but I would bet half of the U.S. House of Representatives, the Senate, Congress in general,
Yeah.
their names are in that book. And I don't give a shit what fucking political party. I bet it's I'll bet it's an even 50-50 split, both sides of the aisle.
And some famous actors.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Hanks,
Well, look at
Robin Williams.
Well, look at Danny Masterson. He finally got indicted and sentenced.
I don't know that name. I'm going to be honest with you.
That 70 show, Hyde, curly hair guy.
Yeah.
Yep, just got sentenced the other day for.
It's like it was legit.
Yeah.
It happened a while ago.
And I think his was either statutory or something along those lines. I don't think it was like trafficking so much as it was, but still.
Jesus.
So I don't know. I don't know what would make someone's brain like think that type of shit was okay. Like unless you just build it up in your head that like I'm this big powerful person now, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah. Well, wasn't it? Wasn't his excuse was like, oh, he didn't know? Well, I mean, that's what their whole excuse is. Right. Oh, she said she was old enough or something like that, or am I off on that one?
That one I'm not 100%.
Was it like significantly young?
That one I'm not 100% sure on. I just know, like when all that stuff first went on and he got kicked off of the ranch.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I really hope that's not true. And then, yeah, it came out to be true, and that sucks. I'm gonna say this though. He's a Scientologist, so yeah.
I found it.
Hit me with it.
Paul Walker, Anthony Bourdain, and Anne Heche were all working on human trafficking documentaries
Anthony Bourdain?
shortly before they were killed or committed suicide.
Wait a sec. Anthony Bourdain's alive, isn't he?
No, he is dead.
Since when did he die?
Huh?
How long ago did he die?
Oh, several years ago.
What?
Yeah, man.
No way. We're looking some stuff up. Gonna fill the dead air.
Yeah.
When did Anthony Bourdain die?
I think it was like
2018.
Yeah.
June 8th, 2018. Okay, well that's unfortunate.
Yep. Virgil Films.
Let's see.
We can bring this up later, but this would be a good one to talk about. See, charity fundraiser to help raise for the Philippines. I don't know. It's like it's all. I don't know if it's on there, but yeah, like so those three were working on human trafficking documentaries, and then all of a sudden were. And I think what would you read in there about Bourdain? That he killed himself?
No, I just saw his death date.
Pretty sure that's what it was.
Close
They were
it
saying
up.
that he committed suicide.
Hmm.
And they have people coming out who are like, I don't believe that.
Yeah.
He's like one of the happiest people.
Right, yeah. So he always seemed, well, and, you know, no, you can't say that without saying, like, people always say that about somebody who takes their own life. Like, look at Robin Williams.
Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, they do say that.
You know,
a lot of
always
people
seems
face
like
depression with like happiness or whatever it's called.
because they don't want to, you know, bring down anybody around them.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, you know, it is kind of interesting the way that those three particular deaths lined up. I'm curious.
What wine down there?
I'm curious now about Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington.
Yeah. I'm telling you, dude.
Both of them took their own lives. Then, of course, there's a different
air quotes.
Well, and of course, there's a different theory about why they did it too.
Yeah.
Have you heard? I don't know if you have or not. There was a theory, and I don't know how much weight it holds or not. There was a theory that Chris and Chester were in love, but couldn't like publicly be together.
Oh.
And I want to say, was it Chester went first and then Chris couldn't live with it. Now,
That's
again,
interesting.
I don't know how much weight that holds. You know, obviously it's sad either way. Both of those guys were insanely talented musically.
Yeah.
You know, Chris Cornell, just about every band he touched at least went gold. Obviously, Linkin Park is still a household name.
Yeah.
You know, if they're releasing stuff that Chester recorded years ago, you know, now posthumously, and it's topping the charts.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's sad either way, but still.
I mean, both of them just huge megastars.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really, like, if you're involved, you know, intimately like that, but you don't want it out, that's a lot of pressure.
Right. Or if, you know, the label or, you
Yeah.
know, the rest of the band doesn't want it out, whatever. But, yep, that's one theory. Like I said,
That's
is there
interesting.
anything there? I don't know. Maybe.
It's fun to think about, though. Like, all these are fun to think about.
Yeah.
Like, I was just trying to find the name of another conspiracy theory that I was looking into that, like, just the stars aligned. And this guy came up with it back in, like, the 60s or 70s. He was some...
Project Bluebeam.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yes. Have we talked about this before?
No, you said it came together back in the day, and that's the
The
oldest one that I know.
3-stage steps to full government control.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Like, the dividing,
Mm-hmm.
the, like, manipulation and control, and then the attack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, bro.
I mean,
So just think about it. The government has done a great job at dividing us.
oh yeah.
Have you seen the picture where it's like the it's a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
It's like facing the backs of these two guys, and it's like a redneck looking dude and
And a dude
like,
looking like he's straight from.
like a gangbanger looking dude, and they're like holding the flag together or something. I can't remember what it is.
They've. I think the redneck looking dude's got like an AR built in his right hand, and the gangster looking dude's got like a Mac 9 or something in his
Yeah.
left hand, and they're like fist bumping,
Yeah,
and they're saying like, "I got you, brother."
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And then the caption is "Government's worst nightmare,"
Could you? Yes,
because that's exactly what it is.
it's so true, dude. God, dude, yes.
If-
Okay, so you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. That is our worst nightmare. We're divided. We are. It is what it is. Like, I mean, it sucks, and hopefully we can. If it ever has to come down to this, we can all come together and, you know, not to get crazy, but what?
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. Yeah. And, you know, if there's like a tyrannical government and we have to fight against them, then, you know, hopefully we can all see eye to eye and get it done. But we're divided. And then I do partially feel that the COVID thing was a test. Like, how well are people going to listen? Like, how well are they going to take what we have to say and comply? I mean, because if you just, and I know some people listen to this, like they'll quit listening to us after this, but it's like, at its core, that's what it was. We tell you jump, you say how high.
Mm-hmm.
Put a mask on. How long?
Right.
Get your shot.
How many times?
Where can I get it? How many times?
Yeah.
Stay in your house. Okay. How long? Well, you can come out in 2 months. Oh, I got to extend it.
Right. 2 months later. You know what? Stay in there another month. Whatever.
Yeah. And then,
I drank a lot of bourbon and I fished a lot back in those days.
I bet.
Because like fishing was one of the activities deemed essential. I was fucking out there all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not staying in the fucking house. No, fuck
Slaying
that.
lures. Oh, yeah.
Slinging lures, slaying fish, piercing lips like a tattoo parlor.
Oh, baby.
I'm just kidding. I got
That's a
skunked
good
a
one.
lot. I'm just kidding. I got skunked a lot, but I was there.
You're out there trying.
Yeah.
But then the third stage, right? If I'm correct, is the simulated attack,
Mm-hmm.
right?
I think so. Yeah.
I think that's the third stage. But they need the world to believe that it's actually like aliens attacking.
Mm-hmm.
Not too long ago, the government came out and was like, "Oh yeah, well,
We've
we're not gonna
known
lie
about,
to you guys anymore. There's aliens. They're
yeah,
real."
we've known about UFOs forever now. Mm-hmm.
So
Are they? Or is the government telling us that it is?
I think they're
trying.
there's no way that we have this vast Oh my god!
Just the giant,
blanked out.
the giant expanse of the universe.
And there's not other life. It's not.
Oh yeah. So, did you ever hear the quote? I want to say it was. I can't remember who it is now, and I'm not going to misquote it. But the quote goes, "There's two possibilities in this universe. Either we are alone, or we are not alone, and both are equally terrifying."
Yes.
Just think about it.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. But think about it, like how shitty if in the entire vastness of space we are alone.
I just don't think it's possible.
Oh, I mean, mathematically, no. But
Because our solar system is so minute compared to everything else surrounding it.
Yeah.
It's wild, dude. It's wild to think of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now.
But that third stage, though, is that there is an extraterrestrial attack, but it's all simulated by the satellites that they're dumping into the atmosphere or orbit.
God damn it. Every episode, one good shoulder crack per episode.
Is that your shoulder?
Yeah.
God, dude.
Yeah. At least one per episode.
You're having gnarly shoulder issues like I am. But what I'm trying to get to, and my heart goes out to the people in Hawaii, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have you been reading like all of the weird, like suspicious stuff about the fires?
Dude, I know that.
This stuff from like real estate being bought and sold or like opened up, even down to like how certain like rays, like laser beams, cannot affect
The color blue.
And all these like rich people that own property, they're painting their houses the same shade of blue, right? And how like the fire is jumping highways and is like melting cars into the ground, but isn't causing damage to other stuff. It's like,
I mean, it's weird.
no water was, I mean, everything.
Yeah.
Everything. So it's like, was that a test run?
I don't know. I did see, and this was more of like a satire page posted this, but I did see, Mountain Dew. They had their summer flavors come out. One of them was Maui Blast or whatever. Well, what is Dew short for? Directed Energy Weapon. Maui Blast. It's right there in front of us the whole summer.
What? My crazy mind believes that shit.
They're turning the freaking frogs gay.
They're just hanging it right in front of our faces. That's what I'm saying. They're just seeing how dumb and gullible we are. And then so when it all comes down to it, finally we're like, fuck you guys.
Right.
You guys got us. They're like, it was right there the whole time.
Right, yeah.
I mean, we basically told you.
Yeah.
I've just been leaving a trail of
Breadcrumbs.
breadcrumbs this whole
And
time.
Mountain Dew cans.
Yes. I'm just saying. I know it's pretty out there.
It's fun to entertain, though. I mean, if nothing else, whether you believe it or not, it is always good to entertain those ideas because it helps keep your critical thinking skills sharp.
Yeah.
100%.
Right now, I'm not really feeling like my thinking skills are working all that well.
Well, sleep deprivation will do that.
It will. And it's delicious.
Dragon fruit and mango. What's the
Sour.
the brewery?
Distill.
Distill. Wild sour.
Out of Normal, Illinois. Wild sour.
Maybe they're making it.
Dragon fruit mango.
Maybe they're making it crazy flavors because they're from a place called Normal. I'll buy that conspiracy theory for $1.
Yep.
No.
Actually, I don't taste the dragon fruit or mango in it. It just kind of tastes like. Have you had the? I don't know. It's Boulevard sour. I really like it. It just tastes like sour beer.
I remember the one that you had when you were living over in Platte City.
I don't taste.
It was hibiscus. The hibiscus sour.
Yeah.
That one was good. I've looked around for that one and I can't ever find it anywhere.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough. But
It might be a seasonal thing. Sometimes they do those seasonal.
like the Radlers, the best.
Oh my god.
The best Radler is I'll catch flack for this, but I don't give a shit. The best Radler is ginger lemon. 100% their best one.
You want to make a drink to get you drunk. So you get a Radler. You drink it like a quarter down.
Okay.
And then you like the ginger, what?
The ginger lemon.
Ginger lemon?
Yep.
So just go buy like a mini shooter of like lemon vodka.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Pour it over ice.
That'll do, pig.
Yeah, dude.
That'll do.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
Hell yeah. All right, so while we're still kind of in a conspiracy mind, I'm going to propose to you the fucking craziest one I've heard.
I'm in. I'm all ears. Wake me up, because I'm
Okay.
losing steam.
Okay.
So here, let's talk about it and let's round out this episode.
Okay, so here's the craziest shit. Do you know who runs the world? It's not
Beyonce. Girls.
Girls.
No, I'm just kidding. Around the world. Girls.
No. Great answer, though. Bonus
So
points.
dumb. Yeah. Hey, I can be slick with it sometimes.
Okay, so it's not the Illuminati. It's not girls. Sorry, ladies. Sorry, Beyonce.
Yeah.
But it's not the Illuminati. It's not some elite satanic pedophile ring, like some people believe. It is humanoid lizard people.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Dude.
do you know how they're controlling us? The moon is hollow. And that is where they're sending out the mind control signals from to control us all. Is from their moon base.
I spent easily 8 hours of a day sitting on a couch
Were you reading about it?
watching a whole TV series that from start to finish, and it was still going.
Mm-hmm.
I was so invested in this, talking about that and the intergalactic war that we're in, that we can't see, and how there's children taken at a young age for their special abilities, and they say they're going on, they're going on a field trip, and they don't really remember the field trip. They remember going to the field trip and then coming back, but they don't really remember the actual field trip. And what it was like a ploy to where they are sedated and taken to a government agency.
Probably underneath the Denver airport.
Yeah. Why do you say that?
Oh, don't you know all the conspiracy roads lead to the Denver airport? Like, that's where the lizard reptilians Earth base is under the Denver airport.
Really?
Yeah.
But if we're fighting the reptilians, why can't we go down there and fuck them up?
No, because why are we fighting them? They're controlling us. People don't even know about it.
Oh, that's true.
Which kind of fun the Denver airport has leaned into. It's like anytime they're expanding the fucking terminals and shit, they'll put up a sign that says, sorry for the delay, the lizards keep taking our tools.
Oh my God.
And shit like that.
Did they really?
Yeah, oh yeah, they've leaned into it so hard.
That's fantastic.
But anyways, tell me more. So, these kids get taken, right? And they don't remember the field trip.
Yeah,
they remember
because
coming back.
They're taken because they're seen at a young age of having like special abilities.
Okay.
A lot of them like psychic abilities, and they're just like, they are like top tier human beings.
Okay.
Boys and girls, and they are actually in like a simulation or the Matrix or whatever. And when they're taken, they're actually, God, it's so wild. I was so invested. They are actually living an alternate life, and the real version of them is like actually in space fighting this huge galactic war.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it goes so much further in depth in all of this. Like, I have to watch it again. It's been a couple years, but dude, I was so hooked. I was like, yeah, it's real. I got done watching it, and it, like I said, it still had more episodes. I was like, it's real. Like, this is 100% real. 'Cause I get invested in that kind of shit. And, it's fun to think that it is real.
Right.
You can't trust anything.
Right. Whether, for all we know, I mean, shoot, for all I know, I could just be a brain in a vat somewhere, just like in the Matrix.
Yeah.
None of this shit's real.
Yeah.
Like, you might not be real sitting here across from me.
Who knows?
Or you might be a lizard person.
You're never going to know.
Unless I see you, lick your fucking eyeball or something weird.
That'd be a cool trick.
Right?
Did you ever see the conspiracy theory where the Tate brothers are actually aliens? You know what I'm talking about?
Andrew
Tate and Tristan Tate.
I know who they are. What? Why are they aliens now? What the?
There's
what?
some video, and it ended up coming like there's a video of them in a limo, and Tristan's wearing an alien costume. I don't know. Fuck, they could be aliens. Who knows? They kind of popped into Earth out of nowhere, but
Right? Yeah, who are these guys? Just out of nowhere.
yeah. I mean, I guess Andrew is like a successful. There's a lot of videos of him when he was younger and whatnot. So
Yeah, I mean, he's a successful dude, but like he just hit the scene like
well, no, he was
majorly.
on some, he was on some
right?
sort of like British or English reality show when he was younger, and then he was world champ kickboxer. So like
Okay.
there's history there with him, but a lot of people were like, yeah, these dudes just fucking popped out of nowhere. So
Okay.
yeah,
I don't know. Let's see.
I like him. I'll be honest with you, I like him.
I don't really know who either of them are, so.
He promotes some pretty positive stuff for men, and I don't think there's enough of that in this world. So
Like positive men's mental health stuff. That
like,
kind of stuff.
you just need to be the best version of yourself. You need to take care of the ones that you love and that you surround yourself like that are within your circle. Strive to be to work hard, to be genuine, to protect women. Everybody was calling him misogynistic and whatnot, and like he has some misogynistic, I guess, tones, but he believes in a very like traditional, I guess, lifestyle. But a lot of it is more or less traditional, based off of like the man. Like it's the man's duty to take care of things,
Right, to provide.
to work hard.
And I won't say that that's even a bad viewpoint to have.
Yeah,
I will say, does it jive with a lot of... Man, this might be my opinion that gets us canceled here. Does it jive with what a lot of modern women feel is like their duty to also provide and go out and work? Probably not.
yeah,
And I have no problem with any of that, If you want to work, go to work. If you want to stay home, stay home.
yeah.
I don't feel like you should, anybody, men or women, should let anyone tell them what to do.
Agreed.
But no, I can definitely see how some of his views could be seen that way. But I don't know. I think it's trying to come from a place of positivity.
Yeah,
I don't know. Who knows?
wild stuff, dude.
It's people, man.
It is.
You humans are so weird.
Fuck off. God. Oh man. Well, I don't know. Do you want to round it out with that?
I think so.
We'll call her good.
Yeah, let's leave the listeners wondering if I'm an alien or not.
We'll never find out.
No.
Because if you're a good alien, no one will ever know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, brother. Anything you want to send us off with?
Not really. Nothing I can think of in particular.
Everybody, get out there, enjoy life, be safe, respect each other, and thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Share this.
Yeah, please do. We could use some extra views.
For every person that shares this episode, I'll make this promise right now. If this ever becomes anything, you will be monetarily compensated.
You will get the check for a penny.
One doll hair. All right, let's end it.
All right. Peace, love,
Peace
and
out,
positivity.
everybody.